Good evening, Gooners. Welcome back to the Gooner Booth. It's been a while. We've needed a break. We've both been suffering from man flu. Wayne's still on the recovering end, but we're getting there. Look, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. If you're an existing, please hit the like button. Get involved in the comments tonight. There's a bit to discuss. Some big games ahead. Before I hand over to you, Wayne, and say good evening, I'll tell you that Man City are now 3-0 up to Fulham at home as we speak. So this is an even more pressure game, and I think PTSD is at its overload. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, mate. Listen, they can bang a free kick in against us, an absolute worldie, and survive. But yeah, against Man City, they just absolutely just open up the heavens, So yeah.
Evening, Jaspende, mate. That's a long
Jesus,
shift, buddy.
36-hour shift. Jesus, what kind of job do you do, my friend, for 36 hours? Bloody hell. Listen, fair play to you, mate. Don't work too hard. All right, and yeah, cheers, pal. Listen, you go get some rest, and let's hope for the best, matey. But yeah, no, listen, bloody hell, it's crazy. We've all got to do what we need to do to survive, mate, ain't we?
Yeah, we'll be doing a watch long tomorrow, mate. You're a nurse. Oh, bloody hell, fair play, mate. Fair play.
Fair play to you. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that explains the 36-hour shift. Jesus Christ. Well, rest up well. You do a great job, my friend. Keep up the good work. We appreciate you.
Keep it up, mate. But yeah, we are doing bloody hell in the emergency department. Jesus Christ. Evening, Chris. Fulham are getting bad,
evening,
so
Chris.
we have to do our job. Yeah, look, I was going to get into that.
We have to carry on doing our job, Chris. That's the thing, mate.
I was going to get into that. Look, we can't worry about City. We've got to do our job. We've got to do our job, and then
let's get to the Etihad, Tone. Let's get to the Etihad with a bit of space, a bit of thing between us, and we'll go from there, matey.
See you, buddy. Yeah, see you on the watch. We're going to watch on tomorrow, mate. Join us tomorrow.
Listen, whenever you can, matey.
Get some sleep in as well, buddy.
Yeah, try and rest up. Don't work too hard on us. In an emergency department, you can't rest. But keep up the good work, matey.
But yeah, no.
And I apologise for the sniffles, guys. I will try to keep it as a minimum with this.
Man flu, mate. It's man flu season. It's getting cold.
I really have to apologise. Yeah, listen, you have to. As I say, mate, you have to win. I mean, if we can get to the Etihad with being some points are clear. I mean, we can win. Our games are winnable. The third, we got 3 away games in a row, right? Sandwiched between them all at the Portsmouth game. So it's 3 away games on the spin zone. But again, look, it's Brentford. They're a good side. They're strong at home and against us, are they? We have won. We can win there. We have to really on tonight's show. Listen, that Liverpool game again. You're relying on other teams, but Liverpool were just shocking.
But also that game is good. That game is the worry for us now is how much momentum are they going to gain from that result, because it was a title twisting result, right? But
yeah. Other than having Pep, though, mate, and maybe a few of those players, if that was Arsenal, we'd be called we're over emotional. So we'll let them have their moment, but there's a lot of them players that haven't been through and haven't competed at the top of the league, as well. And but there we go, mate. Well, mate, it does, as I say, I still can't. I beat around the bush. I still can't believe that we're worried about a team that's walking around with no. I'm really sorry, guys. It's just as I'm going on stream, the nose starts going about a team with charges unresolved. Do you know what I mean, Tone? And we're competing against them. It happened last time.
Joe, what?
It's happening again.
I think it's
how could Joe?
Wayne, I know they've got 115 charges, but I think we've got to do the business, right? We can't.
Listen, it's up to us. Them charges ain't going away. The Premier League,
they're not going away, and they're probably going to get away with it because money talks, right? So I don't want to. We're probably going to be 3 points ahead come this evening close off, right? They're 3-0 up. I don't see Fulham coming back, right? Man City now have got a little bit of a bounce. So yeah, Chris has made a very good point here. Man City do have tougher fixtures last 7 games. We've got a good little run in, right? We've got a lot of
Chris. We have to get to them last 7 games, and we have to play them as well. But we have to get to them last 7 games with them on sort of like chasing us. You know, and yeah, listen,
They've got to be
he's got the
perfect.
team now,
They've got
Tone.
to be inch perfect, Man City. From now
Of
to
course,
the end, they've got to be inch
I
perfect.
don't see him winning
We
13
can't.
straight games, Tone. They have to win 13 straight games. If you were to
But then
say
we
if
have
we'd
to
have
win
win
our games as
10,
well, Wayne. We can't
we
afford
have
to
to,
lose.
but we have a 2-game cushion. So then what that means, though, with the if we have to win. They can catch us up, but if we win 10, they've got to win 12, and then it
Yeah,
all comes down to goal difference then. So at the end of the day, I cannot see this Man City team winning 12, 13 games on the bounce. I can't see. I don't think they've got the squad for it. So that's that's what I think it is, mate. But yeah, listen, you're going to look at it when the score. I mean, you corrected me earlier off air when I thought it would just started because I thought it was an 8 o'clock kickoff, but they kicked off at 7:30. So
yeah,
it's just coming to a close. The first half. It's game over anyway, Tony. You don't go to City and you don't turn them around 3 or 4-3. So it is what it is. But yeah, they're going to
yeah,
have tougher games, mate. They're going to have tougher games. So
yeah. No,
you got to do the
it's the
business
hard one,
ourselves, mate.
really, isn't
That's
it?
the main thing. Got to do the business ourselves.
Yeah, exactly,
And it
Chris.
also
Beat
turns
Brentford and
around.
Wolves. Go on,
Yeah,
man. I'll
it's
reset.
vitally
Beat.
important.
Sorry, man. I'll reset in case anyone's
No,
listening,
no,
not
no,
watching
mate.
them.
It's
Beat.
important.
Chris put beat Brentford and Wolves away. It puts the pressure back on them. No, it does. We've got to keep winning, mate. I think that's the.
The
You
problem
can't.
is this is the only time zone where they play before us again, and I think then it switches around where we play before them. So yeah, you have a little bit of pressure at Brentford, but we're
Yeah,
more than capable. There's no team that we're going to play, say bar Man City, that I don't think we can beat. That's it. And I
yeah,
think we are more than capable of winning. Bar going to Man City. I mean, if you want to be champions, you have to go to a place like that, stand up tall and beat them. Last year we were a silly Trossard sending off and beating them 2-1 with 10 men. We held on. And I think we can. We just got to keep them at arm's length and keep winning our games. But we have to do it. You can't rely on other people. Fulham are a funny team, Tone. 1 minute they'll turn up and they'll want to play well. Next minute they get battered. It just is what it is, and they're getting better tonight. But let's hope it's free because we need to keep that goal difference because that goal difference at the end of the season can work
could
as
be
an extra
important.
point.
Could be important.
So
Yeah.
that's what someone said. So again, obviously they're getting the 3 goals. It's kind of clawing it back, but we have to do our business as well when we get the
Well,
chance.
we have an opportunity, right? Because our game against Wolves has been rescheduled due to I think it's due to the cup games, right?
Has it been rescheduled?
It's been rescheduled, right? So we're actually playing
Oh.
we're playing 2 sets of games in game week 25. So we play Brentford in game week 25, and we've got Wolves. So we've got an opportunity.
Sorry, you mean next Wednesday?
Right, yeah.
Sorry,
You with me
yeah.
now, yeah.
I'm
So we've
with you,
got an
I'm with you.
opportunity. We've got an opportunity to create the gap, right? Then
Win
they've got to
against
come and make it up.
Brentford, win against Wolves, and against Wolves we go 9 points clear if we
Yeah.
beat Brentford tomorrow.
Yeah,
So that's vitally important. As much as they have been in good form, Brentford, we can beat them, mate. That's the thing. It depends who yes, it's vitally important. If you play Havertz, you have Havertz and Gyökeres, mate. They're absolutely battering up top, and that's up to us. We're going to be solid defensively.
trying to work out. When do we play Wolves?
I think it's next Wednesday, isn't it?
We plan midweek.
We got FA
next
Cup
Wednesday,
4 o'clock
we play
against 4 o'clock against Portsmouth.
On the Sunday, then we play on the Wednesday. Yeah,
it is Portsmouth, and no, it's not Portsmouth. Sorry, it's Wigan, isn't it?
Wigan. We've got Wigan. Yeah,
Wigan.
then you've
I
got.
apologise, guys. That was in the last round. Wigan.
Then City play Newcastle, which is at the Etihad. So I don't expect much from Newcastle. Shit. No, that's the league next Saturday. So Saturday after, sorry, you've got the FA Cup this weekend.
Yeah. Right. And then that's all right. So that's
we play on the Wednesday. Then City play Newcastle on the weekend. So we want them to go into that fixture 9 points behind us. That's what the plan is, right? They go 3 points tonight, which they probably will, right? I don't see Fulham coming back from that. We have to beat Brentford, right? Go back to 6, get the momentum back in our favour. Then we play Wolves on Wednesday after the FA Cup, which I think they'll rest some players. I'm sure we'll do a watch along and a starting 11 on that. We need to. It's hard, Wayne, because the PTSD is kicking in with a lot of supporters now. Because City, that Anfield result, I think hurt a lot of us in the sense of, here they go. They're gonna take a lot of confidence and momentum from that win. How it was played out the last minute. I don't know what Alisson was doing for the goal, but look, we've got
Got
to
to
do our
slip the
job.
brown envelope, Tone, at half time.
Yeah, we've got to do our
I
job.
mean, yeah, but listen, they're always going to do it. I mean, start the season, right? And they start the season. They won like 5 straight wins or something. Weren't they? They were just winning every single game.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
yeah.
And now they were 5 points clear, and they're like 17 points behind us. So it just shows, that they've just continually dropped. I mean, they won that game by. I mean, that's obviously in the past, but they beat us by the fact that they scored a worldie. But against them, they just dropped off. Their whole system, the manager, whatever's happened, the old players, it's poor. They've been one of the worst champions that there has been, in the fact that they've spent almost 500 million to apparently improve themselves, and Liverpool fans are going, we've got it now, Excuse me.
Do you know what's frustrating me, Wayne? Is a lot of people going, "Oh, you should win this league because it's a shit league this year." Was it not a shit league last year? Because Liverpool
It was
won
a
it.
shit
Right?
league last year, Tone. This is
You
the
know,
problem with them. It's because Arsenal's at the top is a shit league, and Arsenal are going to be the worst champions because, again, it's Arsenal.
yeah.
Another thing that really rolled me up on Sunday was the commentary from Gary Neville. I had to turn it off because the prick was like, he's from Manchester. He's a Manchester United legend, and he was just spurring them on, and the shit he was coming out with, is an absolute bloody, absolute disgrace. Tone, I'll be back 2 seconds, mate, because if I don't clear my nose, people are going to get absolutely annoyed. Keep talking, son. I'll be back in 10
Go on, mate.
seconds.
Yeah, flick your camera off and noise. Yeah, just while Wayne's doing that, I'll go through some stats, guys. So Arsenal unbeaten the last 9 versus Brentford. So that's give us some confidence. Last time out, we beat them 3-1 in January 2025. So similar time. There's not many wins for Brentford. We've got a really good record against them head-to-head. Last 11 meetings, Arsenal won 8. Brentford has got 1. Draws 2. Goals, Arsenal 19, Brentford 8. So we like scoring goals at the Gtech Stadium. Yeah, I think Thiago worries me for this game. He's on 17 league goals this season.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, Tone. Just didn't want to be on the sniffles on here.
No, good. I was just saying that Thiago worries me because he's on 17 league goals this season. He's absolutely banging him. He's literally sniffing behind Haaland at the moment. He's quite dangerous. Although one thing I would say, at the Emirates, they dropped him for that game. I don't think they will for this game because they're at home, right? They're going to be they're going to be they're going to go out to win it. They're not going to. My question would be, and I'm probably going to. I always think this, and every team does it against it. Are they going to sit back? They probably will sit back. Let's have the ball and try and hit us on the break. Right? That's for some reason seems to be the game plan against us.
Home or away, I think a lot of the time, they'll be up for the for doing that. Tone, I think in all due respect, Thiago is a danger. He come on and shown that when he was come on at the Emirates, dude. So yeah, listen, it's one of them, but. This is why if you go when we do move on to it, this is why I've chosen what I've chosen, because I think team news and someone said again that obviously we know Saka and Ødegaard were doubts, and again I don't think they'll be available. Tone, Trossard is I don't know if it's cramp or something else. I don't think Trossard might not be available. So he went off. So if it is, then this is where you got 2 options. I've gone for a different option, and I can explain it.
So I'm just getting up some of the notes from his press conference. Wayne, sorry to over there.
No,
Saka and Ødegaard got late fitness calls, so they could be on the bench, right?
It could be, yeah.
And the only one he's saying is definitely out. So you've got Saka, Ødegaard, Lino, Trossard. They're going to have a late meeting to find out where they're at. So it's 50-50, I think, with all 3 of them. Max Dalman's definitely out. That's the only one he's confirmed is definitely not available. So he's not ruling it out. But I don't think managers ever do now. I think it's a bit of mind games, isn't it?
I think Mikel especially, Tone. Don't be surprised if tomorrow morning you'll see a couple of injured, Ødegaard, Saka, and even say Trossard on the pre-morning walk around, sort of like, or before the match, the pre-match kind of walk, and they'll be like, you'll see someone will take a picture. Oh, look who's with the squad. Is it a game? Is it a game with the team we have without Saka and Ødegaard? We can. Trossard, I think, is a player that you always want in and around the team. I mean, he had a good game on Saturday. You know, and he obviously he was on the pitch for a majority of the time before going down injured. And from where I was sort of looking over there, you think, oh, here we go, who's that? You see it's Trossard. He's your clutch player, Tone. He's your player when you're maybe struggling to break a Brentford down. But this is why you've signed an Eza. This is why you've signed a Madueke. You've got a Martinelli who should be hungry. You know, Kai Havertz is coming back. He's more than capable of playing again, you know.
On Madueke, Wayne, I don't think he's guaranteed to start tomorrow. Because I don't think I think he will start. We'll get into that in a minute, but I don't think that he warrants the guarantee for a start because he hasn't been.
I think you should go into the segue, and I think you should carry on talking, son, because I think you should put your argument through for what you put your argument through, mate. Sorry, is what I'm trying to spit my words out. Go on, son.
Good segue. Let's do it. So, okay. So yeah, you've gone with Eze on the left, on the left, and Martinelli on the right. So you've sort of preempted the Madueke conversation. Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you disagree?
No, but this is it. But this is why I wanted to leave that to you, matey. Because why would if you were to, like you just said, would you agree with playing him at right wing and putting Martinelli on? Is that some decent minutes there?
I would, because I think that. If you look at Havertz and the way Havertz plays, he drifts from left to right. I think Eza in that left-hand side can always create that opportunity.
You can float them three behind, Tone. You can always float, do you know what I mean? Eza doesn't have to stick to the left. Martinelli could always swap it around. It's you know.
Yeah, no, I would try that. I don't think he will. I think Madueke will get a nod, and I think probably Martinelli will go on the left if Trossard's a doubt.
Yeah, if he's at that, yeah, I think that could be it more so. This is, as I say, Tone, this is what I'd want to see. But again, we all know that, you know, this is my predicted 11, but we all know what Mikel will most likely do. But I'd like to see this, you know.
I used to sit behind North Bank, £15.50.
Exactly. In the North Bank now, mate, it's about 40 to 50 quid now, mate, isn't it?
You're not. I mean, when I was first started going, I think tickets were like £27 for lower tier, and I thought that weren't too bad. But yeah, that it's nuts now. It's ridiculous. Got to pay for all these wages, though, don't we, for all these players? Joe, one thing you've done with this starting 11, Wayne, and the one thing that it's weird that I'm saying this because we've been calling for him to come back. I think Nkapie starts ahead of Calafiori at left back.
What it is, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's something I think Nkapie has been brilliant, in all fairness. What it is, it's one of them positions, Tone, which we have the luxury of starting either or, give them 60 minutes and give the other one 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think on Sunday, again, you kind of have to look at, I mean, Mosquera, White, Nkapie, you know, and MLS could be starting against Wigan. But again, whoever starts this game, I've gone with Calafiori because as much as I said as well, I saw it live. The guy I go with the season ticket as well, who kindly, you know, gave me the other ticket because I mean he shares it with a guy at work, as you know, Bones. He said as well. He said Calafiori's had a poor game. So yeah, he did have a poor game. But I think Calafiori. Thank you, mate. Thanks for joining as well, my friend. Yeah. Listen, as I said, there's anything anyone disagrees with, but I think, you know, in terms of form, let's see. I think that could be the one against them, mate. You know, especially as I say, with Odegaard, Saka, and Trossard out and potentially out. Sorry, if all three of them are not fit enough to start, I think this could be the strongest one you have to look at in terms of form. Martinelli's been popping up on the right, and he's been doing bits, and he's been also. Don't forget against Leeds from the right, he put that cross in straight onto Gyökeres to put the ball in the back of the net. So I'm looking at a link up, Tone. I think Eza.
What I like about Martinelli will help. What I like about Martinelli, Wayne, is he won't. He's similar to Madueke in the sense that he won't just do a Saka and try and cut in on that left foot. He'll go down the byline as well as cutting.
He can do, Chris, after Saturday's game.
Yeah, I will, mate. I think
that's it, Tony.
I think in the form that Nkapie's in, I think that Calafiori was making rookie mistakes
Calafiori's got to be eased
against
back in, and I
Sunderland.
think what better way to
Yeah.
kind of ease him back in against Wigan. So yeah, Chris, listen, it's one of them. As I say, I've been had a bit of a busy day and school runs and entertaining kids. And then Tony says, right, time for the 11, and I
So
was in Capia or Calafiori. I've only gone with my this. This is kind of like my automatic default. This is when everyone's on form. First choice. Calafiori's looks a little iffy when he's come back. So I agree with that. I think obviously if he goes with Nkapie, but this is it. This is the thing now. Strength in that kind of positions. It's not going to bother any of us if Nkapie starts or Calafiori starts.
here's a stat that will make you nervous,
Go on,
Wayne.
mate. Here we go. Go on, go.
Arsenal are winless and goalless in the last 3 Thursday fixtures in the 2025-26 season notes.
Brilliant. We ain't played him Thursdays, have we?
So I think we've done Liverpool. Liverpool was on a Thursday. And what was it? Thursday.
Oh, Jesus
Thursday,
Christ. Oh, dear.
And I can't remember what other team it was, but yeah, apparently goalless in all 3.
Oh, bloody hell, mate.
So,
okay.
So we've got to turn that around very quickly.
Cheering me up already, Tone. You've already told me the score.
Well,
It's only on form, Chris, but I think Nkapie starts. I mean, he was phenomenal against Chelsea, in my opinion. Brilliant. He's learning to not be so rash, and I think he's just I will continue to say sorry, guys, but this is fucking horrible. But yeah, I think
Nkapie
on
can
form,
find that form, then yeah, he starts ahead of Nkapie for me because he offers that attacking threat as well as the defensive. But at the moment, I think in terms of the defensive side and moving the ball at the back, I think Nkapie seems to be a little bit more in form. Calafiori was making a lot of mistakes, and you've got to be careful. But look, I don't think I think we've got a good record at Brentford. I sound before you jumped off, mate. We've got a really good streak going at Brentford. Last year we won 3-1 and looked quite comfortable, The only thing I would say is Brentford haven't conceded many set pieces, like goals from set pieces this season.
No, well, don't forget as well, mate. We've had their goalkeeper coach there. I think Jova actually was at Brentford before he came to us. So it's kind of running that club about defending set pieces, attacking set pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm not to say that it can be a cut of world. I mean, you remember? Listen, we've kind of forgotten a little bit about him because we haven't seen him for quite a while now, and he's kind of disappeared into Germany, and he's picking up form again. But do you remember when Vieira belted that 30-yarder into the back of the net, and I think it was actually against Raya? This is why you need a player, I think, just to have a crack outside. Eza will do that. Eza's got that quality to do that. We need a player.
I was just going to say that
do the unfit, do the unexpected bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's not rely just on set pieces tomorrow night.
I was just going to say that. I mean, the difference on Saturday was Zumelio shot from outside the box. If we wouldn't have scored that goal, it would have been quite tight for most of that game, and it probably would have got a bit nervy. And but yeah, we need to shoot more from outside the box. And I think a key, if Odegaard isn't playing, I think that's the key for us, because I think Odegaard doesn't shoot from outside the box, and I think he's
more than capable. He's got fantastic technique.
Had really good opportunities to shoot against Sunderland.
Did you? I tell you what, guys, and yourself included, Tone. I obviously, as you can, I mean, I don't know if this kind of man flu has come from having a good day out at the Emirates and singing me out in the chilly free. Like it weren't. To be fair, it wasn't chilly. It was a bit. It was wet. It was a bit wet, sort of like. But I enjoyed myself, is what I'm trying to get at. But when I got back, obviously you watch it live. You can watch it on the big screen, and you turn your head up, sort of like looking. I got to sit down, chilled out, had a coffee indoors, and I didn't catch match of day. I was shattered Saturday evening, as you know, Tone. So Sunday morning, chilled out, put the football on. Have a look at Declan Rice's technique on that shot and how he drops his foot back. And you think, if that had gone in, I mean, listen, we've seen it in the Champions League. It was unlucky. But listen, more of that. We need more of that, Tone, because, we haven't really had the opportunity like a Szoboszlai to bang in a free kick. But someone like Eza can score a good free kick. I've not seen him be on free kicks or be in the team to take a free kick. We need more dangerous moments like that. And if you haven't got it, Eza seems a bit reluctant, in my opinion, to kind of hit it. And so I don't know if it's an instruction from Arteta,
Yeah,
but there's players
I
in
know
this
what you
team,
mean.
Tone, that can have a good whack and put that ball top bins,
Yeah,
or even attempt it, or get it a corner, force the keeper into a quality save. There's more than enough. Like, get Eza tomorrow and get him testing the keeper and get him. He's got to release his shot. He done it. He come on, and I thought he done a good cameo. I know Jasper, who's quite a busy man, so he's off, but he said, "Oh, it's Tony. He's had good touches, any Tone." But
yeah.
he did genuinely come onto that pitch, and as a spectator, watching his touches, watching his play, what he done, I thought he done well. So it's a bit more of that. Get more of that. Get your defensive side sorted. Get your control. Get your ability to kind of, you're picking the ball up. Get your confidence. We know what he can do. We've seen it with Palace. So he needs to. He needs to, but he does need to shoot quicker. Tone. He had a moment where he hesitated a bit.
Yeah, I think across the team, mate, I think the whole team needs to have a shot from outside the box. But yeah, that's how we get. You don't mind if they have a shot from outside the box and it just clears the bar. You don't mind that because it's an attempt on goal. We
Yeah.
don't do enough of that. We try and work the ball around the box. Then the opposition get back in, 2 banks of 4.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
it gets a bit panicky. Time starts finding out. We've got enough technical players. Declan Rice, Zubimendi proved it on Saturday. Eza, Martinelli, even Gyökeres. Have a shot. Open up your body and have a shot.
It is one time. Is this question? We'll lead just Chris out. It's a very good question, mate. I'll let Tony read that out.
Well, yeah, Chris has put, is
anyone who just
Arteta
listens to the audio.
We know how ruthless he is. I don't think he is, right? I think the injury's done Odegaard a favour because it gives him an opportunity to go on the sidelines, recoup a little bit. But I do think it's also made Arteta's decision easy because at this moment in time, he doesn't have to drop him if he's injured. He doesn't have to make that decision. He's out of the squad.
He's out of the squad, but yeah.
I think we'll probably find out the answer to that question, Chris, at the end of this season. If I'm thinking about it properly, I do think that the way we're going as a team and how we play, I don't think Odegaard fits well into that system now because you've got 2 ball-playing midfielders in Rice and Zubimendi that are deep-line ball players. Don't need Odegaard to come and take the ball from him like he does. He goes and interrupts that area. Sunderland was a really good example for me. I stand by this way, and I said it in our reaction video. I don't think Zubimendi scores that goal with Odegaard on the pitch because Odegaard will work into that space in that area. So Zubimendi doesn't have to. He won't. I've noticed that Zubimendi doesn't tend to get forward as much with Odegaard on the pitch.
No. Another thing as well, Tony. Someone said, and I think people watching will remember he said, look, someone put a video up and said, oh, we need to get him into what they call the O zone, where he was in the middle, box crashing, putting the ball. Odegaard has to fit in, Chris, as an 8. He's better as an 8.
I think that's the only option now.
The problem with him, I mean, this is where he can take Moreno's minutes, Tone. If you got to think about it. Now, listen, he's an automatic starter, but what I mean is in certain games where you can maybe rest a Zubi or a Rice.
Or Wayne, you sacrificed one of your deep line midfielders like a Zubi.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
And you put Rice there, and you put Odegaard and Havertz in them to attacking roles.
That's what he tried, but what he has to do, Chris. And this again, guys, this is an opinion for all fans. We're not paid the money that Arteta is. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'll be better off if I was paid after the weekly salary that Mikel picks up. But that's another story. He needs to play as a left 8. He always puts him on the right, and he's putting him as he's an 8 profile playing as a 10, and then he's dropping in. You don't need that many people in that system, Tone. If you're going to do, as I've said before on air, if you're going to do Subi to the right, Declan in the middle, and Odegaard to the left, right? He opens up the passing lanes. He kind of wants to get back onto his left. Yes, you have that link up with Saka, but like Son also said, the way they both play with them at times, you only need kind of one of them. Like Saka's sort of like inward, isn't it? Saka cuts in. Saka just needs an overlapper. You know what I mean? Timber's a fantastic defender. He's not as great at overlapping them as Benny White is. So that's what you got to. He has struggled a lot in that for this season. Really, we have not seen any level of Saka be raised at all. You just know he's got a different level, but he's not getting there. So Odegaard has also struggled. So Odegaard and Saka are your your players you'd put on like from last year. But for 18 months, we've not seen anything of Ødegaard. And we have to all sit here and say that we have not seen in any way, shape, or form. We have, excuse me, guys, that we have not seen Ødegaard at the top of his game for about 18 months now. That's not good enough when you're trying to challenge for a Premier League.
Yeah, and Chris has made a very good point there, and I completely agree with that. I've been saying,
Chris, 100. This
while.
is what I'm saying, 100%. This is it, folks.
Anyone listening, so I read it out. Ødegaard and Saka combo has become predictable for defenses because it always veers to the right, and it's always been the same tactic. Whereas Ødegaard will drift out to the right, Saka then go on his left, then whip it in, and it's
another option. And I don't mean to cut you off, mate. Please keep you. Ødegaard, base midfielder of either Rice or Subramanian, preferably Rice. I think would be a stronger one to do in sitting as a lone six, in my opinion.
Yeah,
right, especially in the Premier League. Rice, left 8 is Ødegaard, right 8 Eza. That could be an option as well. But I just think you have to stop with this right playing him from the right. He keeps doing it, Tone. And I think you got Granit Xhaka. Now Granit Xhaka's more physical than Ødegaard, but Granit Xhaka, Moreno, these guys open up their left foot and they go that way. You're getting too predictable with him playing that close to Saka now. Get an Eza near him, you know what I mean? Get someone else, get something different near him because it's just too predictable. I think, we all know that Saka's guaranteed. I would say to you now, guys, in recent form and the way the manager's been doing, as Tony brought up in previous videos, 55, 60 minutes, Tony, and he's whipped him off the pitch. Yeah. That's your captain. You don't take your captain off.
No.
So that tells me he's kind of starting to realise I've got to find another formula. That formula could be Kai Havertz in the fact that Kai Havertz interprets that role differently, the same as Eza. Someone also said as well, which I agree with as well, you could do in terms of look, because Gyökeres has come on and done the business as a super sub, hasn't he, for a few games as well. Havertz is your striker, Eza behind him. Trossard, Martinelli on the left, for argument's sake, Saka, Madueke on the right. That could also work in this team. But you need them kind of number 10s now, Tom. As I've said before, oh no.
What's happened?
Oh, guys. There's exclusive news, whoever's watching. I've got David Ornstein still pinged onto my X, as every time he says something, it pings up because it was for the transfers. Kai Havertz is out with a muscular injury.
Oh no. Well, Eza's got to step up, hasn't he?
So Eza's it, I would say Madueke starts then tomorrow, mate. So there we go, lads. Sorry about that. The Gooner Booth has just literally got one straight out of the mouth of David Ornstein. Muscular injury for Kai Havertz. It's going to happen when his body's, unfortunately, but there we go. It's just our luck. Just our luck, lads and lasses, whoever's watching. Brilliant.
If we don't win tomorrow, it's going to be really. There's going to be a meltdown on this channel from me. You're a lot calmer than me, Wayne. But if we don't win tomorrow, or worst case,
I'll be crying on the inside, Tone.
We lose. I'm gonna. It's because that 3-point gap is not a cushion, right? And the way City are playing as well, they're still 3-0 up. Right. Obviously, I don't see Fulham coming back into that. We haven't got. I'd say we've got some winnable fixtures, right? But North London derby is never going to be an easy game, despite everything that's happened with Tottenham. Thomas Frank could have stayed one more game before getting sacked. That would have been great. But they're going to have a new manager bounce, so that's going to be a tough one to navigate. Brentford is not an easy one. They've actually got some good results in the past couple of weeks. They've gone to Aston Villa and won. What was the last fixture? But they nicked it as well. They're no mugs, right? They're now they've got a good manager. They set up really well. They've got good home form. That isn't an easy game tomorrow. It really isn't. And we've got Wolves as well fighting for their lives. Next away.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember rightly last year. Obviously they had better players, but we struggled with that game. And obviously we had a dodgy red card, and then we sort of Calafiori got us out of trouble. Don't you remember that? It was 0-0
going to stoppage
time, and he scored last minute. We don't want to be in that situation, right? We want to start early, get an early goal, shut the crowd up. The last thing you want is Brentford getting. They're going to be up for it. If you're at the top of the league, everyone's after you, whether you like it or not. You've got a target on your back. No one's going to let you turn up and beat them.
No, that's it,
comfortably,
dude.
right? We've got to earn the right to do that. We've done it at Leeds. I think we shocked Leeds of how we played. We've got to kind of do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah.
it's a different sort of pressure now because we're going into the game 3 points ahead, knowing that we have to win. We have to win.
Yeah.
Unless Fulham pull off a miraculous comeback and make it 3-0.
Iwobi and Emil Smith Rowe combined 3 times to put it 3-0.
I mean, Burnley've done it away to Palace. Palace were 2-0 up. It's now Burnley 3, Palace 2.
Jesus.
Come back there. So, yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah,
but
listen, I mean, obviously, we'll start sort of like, you know, closing down a little bit, Bones. But I think tomorrow, guys. I mean, it's a bit gutting to obviously read that. I'll read a little bit more in, and we'll discuss it a little bit prior to.
Is he definitely out?
Tomorrow?
He's definitely out.
He says David Ornstein's got his muscular injury, mate. So, there you go.
Are we going to get to the point with Havertz where we're going to have to sell him because if he's going to be injury prone now all the time?
You know what? It's one of them so frustrating because if I've seen a player, I know in my opinion, I don't think Ez has had enough time to really kind of be on the pitch linking up with Gyökeres, because obviously if you remember when he was in the team, Gyökeres was out injured, and then Gyökeres comes back and Ødegaard takes Ez's role and Eze don't play. I think, you know, tomorrow's got to be Eze behind Gyökeres for me. Because I think Havertz is when he's on form and fully fit, is a game changer. But his body could be kind of reacting to all kinds of ways. He's been out for almost a year, Tone.
Yeah.
You know, he done his AMI and then he's come back and he's done something else and he was out for 4 months. It's going to happen, unfortunately. You know, it is that. I mean, it's just one of them, isn't it? You can't, you know, it's why you buy depth. It's why, you know.
Yeah. Well, Ez's got to step up. It's an opportunity for him.
Listen, it is an opportunity, Tone. And also as well, you know, you need moments where, I mean, Jesus was poor at the weekend. These are moments in games like this where maybe you could kind of swing towards a Jesus to try to do something for you as well, because he's a different profile against certain opposition. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like him as well, Jesus. You know, and Mad Max should be back for Wolves away. Not a bad sub. We need a game changer. Yeah, Chris. I mean, listen, mate. He's 16 now. I think he's just turned 16. You know, as long as if he's fully fit and ready,
if Saka's injured still, it's not a bad shout, is it?
Yeah. Well, this is where it comes from. Where, you know, you look at it and he's been a bit of a difference maker. And Havertz is as much as he kind of.
He's been good. When he's come back, he's been good. He has been good.
He's come back and been good, Tone. And I just feel sorry. I mean, like, you know, Gyökeres has started banging form, and you know, he's got a good relationship.
Because he's out now, I kind of hope that Ødegaard and Saka are fit enough to go on the bench. I think just have a bit of cover.
Listen, I mean, that's the thing, but I also think the team needs to evolve towards looking at an Eze in that as well, Tone. But yeah, with them two back, I mean, Saka shouldn't be rushed back because you've got Madueke. You know, again, like it doesn't help now. You've got to build up a Trossard, Saka, and you know. Yeah, and he has Chris. Havertz has been absolute quality. Yeah. The moment he get quality, he's out with a muscle injury again. So obviously, I think obviously it might be confirmed, but because I've got it there, it's just pinged up. But there we go, guys. There we go.
Cool. Starts shutting down, Wayne. What's your prediction for tomorrow?
I'm going to be that Havertz. If it was Havertz, I'll be still confident with this. 2-1 to the Arsenal, 2-1. Of course.
I'm going to go.
I think it's one of those games. If it's anything like the weather out there right now, Tone, a bit rainy, a bit wet, I think Brentford can hurt you.
Yeah.
So it could be go 1-0. Hopefully we score first, so don't put the pressure on early, because we can't concede really. I don't want us to concede. We've got a fantastic defence. But it's one of those games that you can either concede a silly goal or what. But because Havertz is out, I was going to say 3-0. 3-0, 3-1.
He's gone 2-1. He's gone 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-0. I think we'll get a goal from the set piece, and I think we get a second one from open play later on in the game.
Tony, we know the way to play now. All the team get that early goal, and that's what we need. But yeah, obviously it's a bit of a blow, guys, and sorry to kind of break that one, but I think we'll know more. But there we go.
Yeah,
Is
well,
what it
hopefully.
is. Ezra's got to step up. Madueke's got to step up now, especially if Trossard, Saka, and Erdegaard
Yeah,
can't
Martinelli's got to
make the
step up as
start.
well. Big game.
Martinelli,
Big game.
there you go.
Cool.
Big game for them three tomorrow.
Please join us tomorrow for the watch along. We'll be on the air about 7:45. So please join us for that. Yeah, he's out, mate.
Sorry, Chris.
Just been
Just in
confirmed.
case you missed it, yeah. David Ornstein's confirmed it, mate. He just tweeted out. Because I'm linked to my Twitter account's just pinged up on here. But yeah, Kai Havertz he's just confirmed Kai Havertz is out with a muscular injury. Nothing further than a muscular injury, mate. So just have to wait and see, unfortunately. But yeah, listen, Tone, well done again, son. We've got a little plan, guys, for our time. We'll obviously Tony's going to be testing some stuff. We appreciate it. Please come and join us. Tony, is it 8 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, mate?
Actually, hold that thought before we jump off.
Basically, just going to tell the guys if you want to come at 8 o'clock. So listen, about 1:45, 10 to, we'll try to get onto the stream, get it all sorted, guys. So please come join.
Join us tomorrow. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Thanks for joining, guys.